So, hi my friends and my seniors, welcome guys in this brand new video. So this video is gonna be very special and also a very important video because in this video I'm gonna share something different. Yes, I'm gonna share something different which will be very helpful for all of you. Okay, it doesn't matter who are you, doesn't matter what is your age, and doesn't matter what is your purpose. But English is a thing that everyone we need in our life. In this era, in this generation, nowadays, if you want to complete your dreams, if you want to achieve your goals, your purpose, obviously you need the English language. Because without the English language, everything will be good, but not will be 50%. Means it will be like 50% and a half 50% will not come to you. So that's why English is very important. Speaking, reading skills, writing skill, understanding skills, every skills you need. But today in this video I'm going to share a very beautiful story in English. If you also hear this story, your day will be good and you also will feel good. Okay, I don't know that in which time you were watching this video, but if you were watching this video at the morning time, then I'm sure that your whole day, all of the works that you are gonna do, that will be very beautiful and nice. But if you are watching this video at the evening time, then okay, it's right, it's good. But if you're watching this video at the night before going to bed, then I'm pretty sure that your next morning will be very good and also it will be very brighter. So this story's name is, I said a lot of things about my story, but literally I don't know which story I'm going to talk about. What is the story name? What story I should speak? I know a lot of stories. Okay, I know a lot of stories. Not only conversation story, funny story, entertainment story, adventure story, but which type of story I should tell you. I'm thinking that which story is the perfect story for this moment. Because not only the story, this video will be not only the storytelling video. After telling you the story, I'm also gonna share with you that why this practice now as I'm doing this storytelling, story explaining practice is the most powerful practice for me. Yes, you listen right. How I learned the English language. This is also a question that builds up curiosity in everyone, but I want to share that my English speaking journey, my English learning journey, it was not different, but I did something different. Okay, the a lot of people and also big successful people, let's say that successful people that don't do different things, they do the things differently. So I also did not do different things, but I just did the things differently. At my beginning time, I didn't just study the grammar rules. Okay, the grammar rules, the tense, past. No, I didn't touch even them. Or also, I did not read big books, big things. No, a first step that I took, it was a reading. Yes, not listening well. I just started my English journey by reading. Yes, and I was in class 2. Then suddenly my father came to me and he said that read this story. And then I said that why I read this story. And then he said read and I'm just taking a test. At the moment I read the story and you'll not believe that at that situation, at that moment, I wasn't able to read 2 3 words also perfectly and clearly in English. And nowadays, I am speaking English for 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. Look the differences. Differences will not born. You have to make them. Change yourself. Okay. Just don't think that today, like for example, little bit example, a simple example I will give you. Like nowadays, some people out there who are watching this video, everyone we have played cricket, but some people don't play cricket very well like me. But we also don't know what are gonna be in the future. It also may be that we will be the best, and you will be the best cricketer in the world of the world. But nowadays you don't play cricket well also. So changes, differences. That will not come to you. You have to build up. You don't play cricket well, it doesn't mean that you can't play cricket. If you want, if you have the hunger for the cricket, then you will practice the cricket day and night in your house, at your home, with your friends. And slowly, you will join an academy, a coaching of cricket, and then from that day, your story will start to begin. And slowly, after years and years, finally you will go to any tournament. It may be your state tournament, and then the test match, and then IPL, and then World Cup. So differences that will not come. You have to do. If you're thinking that, oh, my future, what about, and what's gonna be about my future? I also, few days ago, not few days, when I was in class 5, at that moment, I used to I would thought, like future, okay, future will be, future will be. Now, future is not in my hands. So that's why it doesn't matter what I will do nowadays, it doesn't matter what I will do now. Future will be future. Okay, just think. I am just thinking that you're also thinking like the future. Future is not in our hands. Okay, now I am making videos. It may be that in the future my YouTube can grow up very highly recommended, but it is also maybe that my YouTube will not work. But it doesn't mean that I will just stop and my story will be in. No, a few bad chapters doesn't mean that your story is over. I know that my YouTube will not grow up. Yes, it's only my way of practicing. And I am thinking that YouTube is here for my own practicing English. Yes, if there was no any YouTube, any type of making video, then where and how I would do practicing? I also even could not do that. But there is YouTube, I also have the opportunity to make the videos. So now I am making. So everything happens for some reasons. So when I was at class 5 or 4, at the moment I would think that, okay, let the future happen. Okay, let the future happen. Now future is not in my hands. What will be? I can't control it. But slowly I understood. No, the future depends on your present. Yes, what are you doing now? Your future also will be like that. Just for example, I want to share with you that just think what you are doing now. It will change slowly, differently. Like think your exams. Your exams are there. After a few days, your period test 1, or like they say that P1 test is near. So at that moment now you are sitting in at your desk, at your home, you're watching your phone, and suddenly you thought that, oh, I should read. But after a few moments, again a thought came to you, okay, just leave it, reading. No, I think that now is not the perfect time of reading. I should watch the phone, I should play the games. And after like near about, no, I think that now I should not read, because now the future, I can't control the future. Okay, now I don't have the power to control the future. What will be in the future? It will be. Okay, if I will not study, then I will fail. But if I will fail at the exams, it doesn't mean that my life will end. Okay, my future has already lightened by God. So that's why now what I am doing, it doesn't matter. At the future time, I will be something. I will get a job. I will be something. I will earn money, and that you just leave it. But no, this is the bad thinking. And when I was also in class 4, I also used to think that God has already written my future. So now it doesn't matter whatever I do. Future will be future. It will happen. But slowly, when I understand that no, I have to make my future, then I understand. And then I understand the work of hard work. So remember, if you are thinking that God had written our notebook, then our life, you are wrong. Okay. every minute, every second, every hour you write of your life. Okay, if you will let God to write your life, what will be in my future, what will be in the past, now what I will do, then God will write, but it will be totally different and it will be totally nonsense. But if you say to yourself, no, not God, not any devil, not any evil, no one, I will write my own life. Whatever I want to be in my future, I will be that. But I need the power that God will give us, that God will give me. I also saw that people they go to God and they say, pray to God that, hey God, please, please, I want to do that thing, please just give me that, and also I want good marks, so if I get good marks I will just give you some laddus and also some sweets. Please God, I need good marks, give me good marks, give me good marks, give me one bike, give me one car, give me that, give me a phone. No, remember, if you just say to God that, hey God, I am a beggar, I need a phone, will God give you? Never. But if you say that, hey God, I don't have money and I need no money from you, just stay with me and give me power, then you see, instantly, not instantly, with your hard work, with your hunger for money, money will come to you. Yes, the thing that I am saying you, it's a little bit difficult, but if you can understand it, it will be good for you. Like also there is a very beautiful quote. This quote is that our life is like a notebook. Two pages are already written by God. One is dead, one is born. But the middle pages are empty. So fill full with your happiness, with your hard work, with your dreams, with your goals, with your purposes. So this thing I want to share. So it was a journey. Okay, I am a storyteller, and if you are thinking that, oh, storytelling, story explaining, no, he said that I will say a story, I will tell a story. This is story, my life story. Okay, biopic. So that's why I say my videos are different, and this video is gonna be the different video. So now storytelling, how it started, as I said you, by my father. One day, one night, my father and I was sitting. At that moment, I couldn't even read two or three sentences, lines perfectly. And from that day, my father just decided that he will teach me how to speak the English language and this English language. And from that day, my father gave me two highlighters. One is a yellow highlighter and one is a pink highlighter. And he said me that mark all of the words that you know with the help of the yellow highlighter, and just mark the words that you don't know with the pink highlighter, in the dark highlighter. At that moment, I was shocked. I didn't even know what I was doing, but I just did. I just accept my father and I did everything that he said me. I just I marked everything, and then I found that almost one page was filled full with the pink highlighter, with the pink highlights. And then I and my father, we started reading our first story. My first target was not English language, English speaking. My father's first target was Healthy's Adventure. Yes, the first story of the class 2 book, class 2 NCRT notebook. At that moment, I read the story. Reading was just my first target. Okay, my first target was reading, not the storytelling. I just read. With my father, I read and read. Always, when I would read, then I would do a lot of mistakes of pronouncing the word mistake. But after a few moments, my father would correct them, and then again and again and again. And you will not believe that I and my father, we spent 2-3 months with only one story. Yes, it was Healthy's Adventure. I had read the story minimum 300, 400 times. Yes, the repetition. My father also said me yesterday that repetition is the skill of mother. Repetition, the thing that you repeat and repeat and repeat, it will be a great and the most powerful thing. Bruce Lee also said that I don't learn and I don't practice 1000 moves, 1000 kicks, 1000 fish. I just practice one kick 1000 times, and this is me. So it's also very, very energetic. I don't know from where the motivation and energy is coming to me, but I am just using it. So remember, whatever you are doing, it may be the English. Okay, don't think that one sentence, one word, one simple topic is only temporary. No. Okay, never. Doesn't matter what is in front of you. It may be a work, it may be English, but just repeat and repeat. If you repeat one thing, that obviously it will go in your brain, you will understand it perfectly, and it will be also good. Sorry. Now the thing that I was telling, that I also did not, I was like Bruce Lee. I did not study, I did not read a lot of things. I just read one story a lot of days. Yes, 1 to 3 months. The biggest mistake that all of the beginners of English they do, that they become confused and what they should do, what they should learn, what they should do. The 1 to 3 days they force themselves with grammars and then readings, then listening and then speaking, and after a few days, by tension, by depression, they leave it because they don't see results. Remember, results will come, but if you don't have patience, then they will not come. Because first days of learning English, it is the most difficult, most terrifying days. Because at that days you're also not able to speak, not able to understand, not able to read well, and everything will be half low. But slowly when you will start, then after minimum after 1 year, it will be perfect, it will be smooth, it will be like you, it will attach with you. So that's why I always say that subscribe my channel. Every morning I post videos. Just see and listen my videos. Your listening skill are growing up and your motivation will grow up. For whole day long you will be motivated person, and also I am giving you tips and tricks for English. And then I just read the story again and again, but one day, yes, one day when I was just sleeping with my father, and then suddenly our house electricity had gone. At that moment I was thinking now what I will do, because that time we just went to our bed after eating. So we were just laying. Then suddenly my father made some noises and he said me that son, the story that you are reading, have read, just share and also tell the story with me and explain the story. Tell the story. At that moment, I am not lying. At that moment, I also did not even know. I was not introduced with the storytelling also. What was my father saying? At that moment, I only know that English poem, Bengali poem, there are only that we can say, that we can speak without seeing. But that moment, my father was telling that say the story, Healthy's Adventure. At that moment, I was a little bit frightened, but I accepted the mission. But when I just closed my eyes, then I saw the first page of the Healthy's Adventure in front of my eyes. Yes, means I just repeated, I just read one story. I just spent times with one page, and finally the page came to me. And then after one line I saw that all of the words they are fitted in my brain, and slowly I was just telling, I was just saying all of the words one by one, one by one from my mouth. They were just coming, and I also didn't stop. And at the last, in the middle of the story, I stopped, and then my father said me that now the story begins. So this incident was the first incident and the first time that I have ever speak something in English. Okay, one is speaking, one is a reading. What you are just watching, and with your eyes you are capturing the word, and you are giving to your mind, and your mind is giving to your mouth, and your mouth is speaking. But one is that your brain is thinking, it's giving to your mouth, and you are speaking, so it's the speaking. So it was the thing, and from that day I also read all of the stories of class 2 notebook, the magic wand, and also Sonu Gonu, and also a lot of stories. And after reading that story minimum 100 200 times, I would and I used to say and tell my father that story. And then like the class 2, when I went and I go up in the class 3, then also the same incidents happen, the class 3 stories. And then after the class 3, the class 4, and finally class 4 was a stage. There something new happened with us. Yes, at the class 4, suddenly at the class 4, when I was in class 4, I was watching YouTube. Yes, it's the incidents of YouTube. I was watching in the YouTube one thing, and it was the Saurabh Joshi's videos, because I like Saurabh Joshi videos from the old days. I am watching his videos. At that moment my father said that what you are watching, and then I also said like this type of Saurabh Joshi, he is earning a lot of money from the YouTube by showing his daily life, his family members, and also my father understand. And after few days, one of my uncle, he was in our house, and I think that my uncle said to my father that YouTube, as nowadays the internet, nowadays the video camera, if you make video your child speaking, then also you can share this video. Because in that days, in the days of class 4 class 5, the whoever would come to our house, my father would call me, and he also would say that just speak something in front of them, and then also I would do the storytelling, and they would see my speaking skills. And so that's why everyone knew about my speaking skills, about my skills of storytelling. So it may be that they also would suggest further that you should make some videos, and you should share them on the YouTube and the Facebook. So one day my father called me, and he also just did a little bit setup. Okay, there was one like chair was there, and also behind that chair there was a carpet which was just hanged. So that's why my father called me, and he said me to sit on the chair. So I just also sat, and then he took the phone and he started recording me. He said that speak. I said what I will speak, and then he said say I had very held this adventure, and also the story that you know. At that moment I say okay, no problem, I will say. But when I started, then after few moments I understand that I was not able, everything was just going from my brain. Yes, the child who could speak 2 3 stories, 4 stories together, now he is not even able to speak 3 4 lines. Then I was very shocked at how it's and why this is happening. Then my father said that it is the hesitation of from the phone. Yes, speaking is different, but speaking in front of the camera, speaking in front of the people during conversation is different. At that moment I understood that yes, you are right. And then after few days, I also and my father, we just focused on making videos. But my father, we also did not know about anything well about the YouTube. But my father used to post all of my storytelling videos on Facebook. Nowadays, at that days, Facebook. And you will not believe if I say that I cried for videos. Yes, for making videos. Because when I was in front of the camera, I could not do anything. I also could not speak. I would do a lot of mistakes. At that moment, there was no other stand for us. So my father, he used to take the phone and he used to record my speaking with the hand. So that's why after many hours, he also would become frustrated, and I also thought that some drops of tears also come to my eyes, come to my face. But slowly I decided that I will do it. And then my father, he opened the first YouTube channel in our old phone, means his phone. And then I made a lot of videos of the videos. And also between this series, between these incidents, a new also incident happened. It was our education center. Yes, our education center, which was in our house, and nowadays also it is going. This education center name is Mokarish Education. And at that time, at the beginning time, there was no much students, but 2 3 students was there, like my friends. So that with them I also would make some videos. But slowly at the year of 2022, it may be 2022 or 2021, after the coronavirus, my father bought me a new phone. And then after that time, he also made my YouTube channel. And now you're also just seeing, from that day nothing just become developed, and also nothing developed. So now also I am making my videos with the same phone as you are watching. So this was my incident. And also in the middle times, I also agree with that grammar are very important. Because whenever I read grammars, then also I learn a lot of things. And mostly importantly, that grammars help me to correct my mistakes. Yes, making mistake, they also become very slow. So that's why I always say to everyone that start your journey with one, and it is the storytelling. Storytelling, tell the story, speak the story, because they have lots of benefits. And the story that I shared with you, it's really true story. Only storytelling, story reading, and then story speaking helped me to come and to achieve this place now, where I am standing and where I am speaking. So it was all possible for all of your support, all of your love. I know the love was a little bit, but it was enough for me, for to give me motivation. But I know in my future it also will be bigger. All of you will support me, and in the next time also of my future, I will do something big and better. I am known, and I know this thing. It may be that my YouTube also, it can grow, it also can't grow. I don't matter, it doesn't matter. But what I did with the YouTube, it is matter. Remember, everything has two sides. One is a negative, one is a positive. If you always take the negative part, then you will feel negative, you will feel demotivated, you will feel exhausted, you will feel depressed. But if you just take always the positive side, if you think positively, then it also will be good. Like the YouTube, we don't know. It also may be like the TikTok. Tomorrow, YouTube also can ban from India. I am just saying that. I am not just saying that it will be. I am saying that. So at that time, what we will do? A lot of YouTubers, their career will end, and also they will be homeless. But I know, I am not that. I am not thinking that if the YouTube will go, then my hard work, it will end, it will be useless. No, my hard work, it will not useless. I will find a new way, and I am very thankful that YouTube is here. Because this 4 3 years I just practiced the English language for only the YouTube. So this thing I am just sharing with you. Become motivated and do every work. And at the last, I will share one story with everyone. The story is very famous and the story is very known story. But after telling you the story, I will say the moral also, which you should understand and which you should know. The story's name is The Rabbit and the Tortoise. Once upon a time in a forest, there were two good and best friends. One was a rabbit and one was a tortoise. So they would play, they would run, they would just fun together. But one day suddenly the rabbit said to the tortoise that, "Hey tortoise, why you are so slow? Look at me, look at my family, look at my forefathers. We are all so fast like flash. If you want to go somewhere from this place, you need some few times, but we don't. We can go instantly with some smash, with jumpings. But you are so slow, your father, your whole family, you are all slow. You just take a lot of time like the lazy creature. You just work and work and work." At that moment, the tortoise, he also felt very angry. He said that, "Okay, you are telling me that I am slow and you are fast. Let's make a race and let's prove who is the fastest and who is the slowest." At that moment, Rabbit started laughing, but he also accepted, and then he went away. The tortoise, he also was frightened and he also knew that the rabbit will win, but he said to himself, "No, it is the time for to prove. Doesn't matter who is in front of me, but I will do my work." This anger issue, if you can put in yourself that the world is like this in front of you. Doesn't matter who is in front of me and with whom I am gonna fight, but I can do it. I am not saying that just fighting, just giving fist, giving kicks. No, it's not that thing. It is the game of our life. Okay, it is the game of our life. So just think that, and then after saying that, they also started their race, and all of the creatures, the animals, they gathered at that place, and then the race started. At the starting few minutes, the rabbit ran so fast, he jumped and jumped and jumped, and he went, and he reached the middle part of the track. At that moment, he saw that the rabbit was far behind. Then he thought that, "Oh, the rabbit is very far. Let's just give him some shies. Okay, when the rabbit will come here in this spot, then I will again start the race, and then I will also will." And I also just jumped. I also ran very fast. So that's why I am also now a little bit tired. So he went under a tree, and then a very beautiful shade came, and the rabbit also, he just slept at that moment. But the tortoise, he did not stop. He just walked and walked and walked, and after a lot of times he reached the position. He reached the place where the rabbit was sleeping. He saw, but he didn't see anything. He just focused on one goal, the finishing part, the finishing position. And he walked and walked and walked. And after 2-3 hours, when the rabbit woke up, he saw that the tortoise was as about to touch the finishing line. He was very depressed, he was very disappointed, he was very demotivated. But the rabbit, he also did not just leave it. He ran and ran and ran, but the tortoise won the match. So what you learn from this story? The story teaches us that you don't have to go fast. You have to just keep going. So if you can put this sentence in your brain, that everything is doesn't matter anything, but I will just walk. I will walk like the tortoise. Okay, that's why I say, if you focus on your English, then you have to give some times to the English. Okay, like for example, your school also, your school, your classes. There are also many students out there where they are very good at class, they are very good at school. But if you are learning the English, it means that you are preparing yourself for the future. What the people will do at their future, you are doing this in your present. So that's why the future will be easy for you. the students, they are focusing on their studies, their marks, their exams. You're also doing the same, but you are doing it a little bit lower, but you are focusing on the English. So here they are just reading, they're investing their time for marks. You are investing your time for your knowledge. One is a formal and one is a informal knowledge. The both are important, but your education is must, your English is must, your work is must. If you decide nowadays what you will be in your future, what you will do in your future, then it will be easy. And what if you start the journey, start what you want to be in the future from now, then you can do a lot bigger from the toppers, from the class, good markers, good results, sir. So just remember this thing. I did not focus. Sorry for that. I did not focus for in a lot of ways. I just focused on only one way, which was storytelling, and it literally helped me. It literally helped me. Remember, like Bruce Lee, become Bruce Lee, because you are, and we all are fighters of our own life. So become like Bruce Lee. What I am saying, Bruce Lee. So a little bit pronunciation mistake. Bruce Lee. Become like Bruce Lee. Don't learn 1,000 kick. Learn one kick, but practice it 1,000 times. I'm not saying that kick it is one kind of skill. Like take one practice like the storytelling, and just invest your time with the storytelling. First few story it will be hard for you, but repetition is the skill of mother. So that's why repeat and repeat. When you will repeat, then you will see it's a magic. I did not focus on saying the story, I just focus on reading the story. Whenever I would take the book, then I would saw 10 lines, okay, 10 lines, 20 lines, and my father would say me that your today's target is 10 times, you have to read this story 10 times. So what it will be, a 3 years class boy, girl, student, they will think that okay, now my target is 10 time reading, so I will read the story 10 time, it is my target. They will not think that my target is speaking the story, telling the story. No, make small targets, not the big target. Your target is English, but now for me my target is 10 times reading. So that's why I will read the story 10 times, read the line 10 times, 4 times, 5 times, and then slowly one day I just say it. So it is the normal, it is the simple thing. Just do this thing, it will be great. For few days will be, but slowly a day also will come when you also will say a story by your own words. Okay, one is the story, but one day came to my life also when I said a full story with my own words. Means I just use the words, the sentences of all of the stories that I just told, and now I also just said the Rip Van Winkle of class 5 story with my words, with my ability and capability. So guys, bye bye. It was the video. If you learned something new, then guys, just like this video, hit the bell icon, and also just hit the bell icon, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. What you were thinking about this video, just comment me down below, and you also can say that do you actually watch this video till the end or not. So bye bye. If you like this video, then please don't forget to subscribe. True great nothing is little, and everything is easy when you're crazy for it. Nothing is easy when you're lazy for it.